This conference will now be recorded.
Fine, guys. Okay, I will never wait for anybody because time is time, guys. Okay. So ABAP programming, we'll start with data types. That is the first concept, and we'll see the basic programming, guys. Basics to a very big program, a real-time program, guys. Okay, we'll go into that. First, we'll see a basic concept called data types. There's a basic concept that we need to understand, whether it is a C language, it is a C++, Java, any language. We need to understand the basics very well, guys. Okay. The first is data types. So like C language, C++, Java, we have various data types. So before discussing a concept of data type, we need to understand what is data and what is type. So a word called data type is made up of two words called data plus type. So data means information, it's a raw data, and type of data. Like we have different types of data types like strings, integer, character, float, decimals, strings, quantity. Quantity, guys. In SAP, we have different data types like quantity, currencies, client. So these are the different types of data types. So mostly in ABAP programming, data types are classified into numeric data types. Numeric data types are again of three types. First one is integer, packed decimal, and floating point. So there are three types of numeric data types: integer, designated by I, packed decimal should be P, floating point should be F. So these are the three I will explain you. Then character based data types. Again, we have three character based data types. First one is character, designated by C, date, designated by D, time, designated by T, guys, T. Then we have string data types. String data type, it is designated by string only. Then we have business data types, guys. Business data types. Example, we have quantity. So business data types, they are a special data types that you will find only in ABAP language. You will not find in C, C++, Java, etc. Only in ABAP language. It is designated by quan. Currency, guys, currency data type, it is designated by cur, C-U-R-R. And finally, we have complex data types. Complex data types. Okay, complex data types like structures, table type, you can call them as complex data types. So they are called complex. Let us see one by one, guys, in detail. So we have different types of data types. First one is numeric. It is of three types. Character, three types. String, only string, guys. Business data types for displaying the business data. And we have complex data types for holding single record, for holding multiple records. Structure, guys. Structure is a work area. It can store single record. Table type is an internal table. It can hold multiple records. We'll discuss, guys. Don't worry. Just we'll see. First one, numeric. Okay, one by one we'll discuss in depth. Okay. So first one is numeric data types. Please, guys, if you have any questions, you can ask me, guys. Unmute yourself. You can ask your own questions. Okay. Please don't hesitate. First one is integer. So integer, it is designated by I. So it holds integer values. It holds integer values like 100, 500, 900, 1000 without any decimal. Without any decimal. Okay. Then we have floating point. First we'll see packed decimal. Packed decimal. Suppose, guys, in business we have decimal values. So I want to print like this. Even sometimes we need to print like this also. So client want more precision, guys, like this, not a full precision, accurate value. So if you want to represent accuracy, guys, packed decimal, use this decimal, packed decimal, floating point. We will round off, guys. We'll round off this value to nearest decimal, like 93322, blah blah blah. Suppose it is making it 4, or it is nearest decimal. So that is the difference between packed decimal and floating point. So packed decimal, it stores float values and provide accuracy. Okay, so it will not round off, guys. It will not round off any value. Example, this is a value, guys. Suppose you are getting a value, a decimal value like this, it will return the accurate value, guys. Coming to the floating point. Floating point. Generally in companies, we are using floating point a lot. It will round off. So it stores float values and round off the decimal value to nearest decimal. Example, suppose we have a value like this. Okay, so it will round off it to, it's your wish, it's programmer's wish, whether you want to round off to 2 decimals. In some scenarios, 2 decimals. In some scenarios, client will want nearest 3 decimals. Okay, so it will round off to nearest decimal, like 88, like this, or 87, something like this, nearest. So that is about numeric. So next one is character based. Character based. So again, character based. First one is date. Date is designated by D. So it holds date values. It stores date values. Very, very important note. So in SAP, guys, the default date format, very, very important. The default date format, or I can say the internal date format or implicit date format, is YYYYMMDD. And what do you mean by this implicit date format is YYYMMDD? For example, guys, in my selection screen, I'm giving a value like this, 12, or say today's date I'm giving 3/1/2020. So internally, guys, if you see the debugging, guys, in debugging you will find the date like this. If you want to debug it, see the debugger, you will find the date in this manner, YYYY MM and DD. So this is how SAP stores the date internally, guys. This is you are passing, but internally system will store the date in this manner. So remember, this is very important point to understand. Okay, next, time designated by time. So it stores time values, or it return time values, it store time values. So in SAP, the implicit time format is HHMMSS, means hours, minutes and seconds. Then next one is string, guys. String is designated by string only, a group of characters combined to form a string. Like name, guys. Suppose tomorrow you are getting like this. Tomorrow we are getting in this manner, guys. Say Ravi Kumar. If you want to store this value, we need to work with strings. But guys, I want to give some precautions also. In real time, how we are working. So never use, guys, strings for holding the names. Never use it, guys. So companies try to avoid string data type. Why? Because string is the total length of a string. For example, I'm defining a variable like this: name, type, string. I will explain. Okay, what is type? I will explain shortly. I will explain. Okay, see within a minute. Now, guys, internally in application server, so you will find a name variable. System will create a variable or an object called name, and it will occupy 255 characters. So the total size of the string data type is 255 characters. But guys, suppose I'm storing Ravi Kumar, guys. In this variable called name, I am storing Ravi Kumar. Anybody can tell me what is the drawback? What is the drawback? Yeah.
Space.
Once again, see guys, string data type is total size is 255 characters, and I'm storing Ravi Kumar in this. What is the disadvantage with string data type? See guys, Ravi Kumar, the total size is 9, guys. It's a total size is 9, say 10, including space. It is 10 characters. Now coming to the remaining 245 characters, guys. Remaining 245 characters. This is totally waste, guys. And you are unnecessary. You are unable to manage your memory. You are not managing your memory, guys. So in ABAP programming, any programming you take, you have to manage your memory very well, guys. Memory management is very, very important, and it is one of the part of performance standards you need to follow in companies while working with ABAP. So that's why, guys, never use string data type for storing names, okay, material descriptions, item descriptions, etc., guys. For that we have characters, okay, or data element concept. We'll discuss later. We have a concept of data element that we'll discuss later. Even under data element, you will find domain. Under domain, you'll find again characters only. Character 40. For example, material description 40 characters, name 35 characters, city 30, like this, guys. So always use characters for storing names, okay, descriptions, etc. Then in companies where we are using string data types, so use string data types for file, guys, storing files, okay. So that is very important. So never use string data type for storing names, okay, descriptions, material description, item description, division description, plant description, tax code description, like this, customer group description. Don't store, guys, okay, never. So then what is the purpose of this? Use files, guys. Use string data type for maintaining files, guys, okay, for maintaining files, file path. Example, like you want to maintain application server. So sometimes in companies, guys, we need to create a BDC concept, BAPIs. So we need to create application server files, okay, like this p underscore file name, something we are writing, and here we need to provide the path, okay, path of that file, because you know that, guys, path of the file is very, very big. It can be very big files, very small files also. So remember, guys, use string data type for storing file paths, okay, that is very important. So for names, for descriptions, don't use it, okay, because it's a wastage of memory, even you are using it also. Then we have business data types. So we have quantity. It is designate quan. So use for storing quantity values, stock values. So use this data type for storing stock values. Stock means, you know, guys, quantity, closing stock, opening stock. Okay, even, guys, remember internally, guys, quantity is decimal only. That we need to understand. Quantity data type is also a decimal value only. But because SAP is totally business, so SAP created a separate data type called quantity. Similarly, currency, nothing but CURR or CUKY. So use for storing values, guys, amounts. Use this data type for holding or for storing amounts. Okay. Amount in the sense DMBTR, WRBTR, like this. Some currency values are there. So use this data type. Then we have complex data types. This will discuss, guys, throughout the course. This is very, very important. Complex data types. One is structure. Structure, guys. So structure is a collection of fields. This will discuss in depth. Don't worry. Structure is a collection of fields. For example, I'm creating a structure like this. And in ABAP programming, you can call a structure as a work area also, guys. Work area concept. And structure is a collection of fields at one place. You can store all these values at one place, guys. For example, invoice number, invoice date, GL number, general ledger number, like this, guys. So this is called a structure. And we have one more complex data type called table type. So I can say it is a collection of fields. Simply it is a collection of fields, nothing else. And another one is table type. Table type is also a complex data type. So it is also a collection of fields, but it can maintain multiple records. It can maintain single record. So it is used for processing single record. Table type, it is also a collection of fields. It is also a collection of fields, but it can process, it can maintain multiple records. This will discuss in depth, guys. Don't worry, just simply we'll discuss later. Okay, what is a structure table type? Fine. So that is, so let me show you the diagram like this. So this is your internal table type we are calling. It's like arrays, array of multiple records. Array, guys. Array means multiple records. Simply, array means like this. This is one structure. This is called one array. Second structure, third structure, like this. Multiple, see, multiple structures combined to form a table type. Multiple structures combined to form a table type. See, this is called table type. See, so it can hold single record. It can hold multiple records. Fine, guys. Any questions up to here? Do you have any questions? Any doubts? Yes, guys. Any questions? Any doubts?
Rashekar, there is a concept called internal table. Will it be a structure or table?
It's a table type. It's a table type. Yeah, it's a table type because internal table is a part of table type. Work area, we have a concept called work area, or you can call it as a field group also. Work area is a concept of structure. So create work area based on structure. Create internal table based on table type.
Okay. So is view also a kind of structure?
View is a different. View is like a table. I can say logical table.
Okay.
View is a logical table. It's not a structure. It's not a table type. You can call it as a logical table. Logical table in the sense it's not a table. For example, we have EKKO data. Suppose we have LFA1, we have EKKO purchase order, and we have EKPO data. And you know, guys, one table cannot store master. So SAP is designed in such a way that this table, it can hold only master data. It can hold only header data. Header means dates, only purchase order number dates. It can hold items. Items means, suppose you went to DMart. You went to a shop called DMart. DMart also only one, guys, single. You can purchase multiple orders. Suppose today you are going to the market. Yesterday you went for purchasing. Yesterday you went. So against this order, so this is your order number. And for this order, multiple items are possible. 10, item number 10. You are purchasing 5 items. Item number 20, item number 30. Again, guys, today again I am going to the shop. Again, you will not create shop number, guys. DMart is already created. Only one time you will create the DMart. At second order, guys, again you will give today when you are doing purchasing, second order. It's a new order, guys. Okay, order number will be different. For that, you are purchasing other items. You may purchase 100 items also. You may purchase 100 items. Now, what is my requirement? So one table will hold master data, one table will maintain header data, another table will maintain item data. But I want to view multiple data, guys. I want to view master also, header also, item also at one place. Then we need to work with view concept. So using view, you can view, not store, guys. Never say store, because view will never store any data. You can only view data, not store. So storing is different. Table can store data, but never a view. So view can view data. You can view master data one place. You can view header data also. And you can view item data also at one place. This concept is called view. Clear? So table type is different, view is completely different. Okay. So view is a concept of data dictionary. Table type is a concept of programming. Okay. Fine, guys. Any other questions? So we can continue. Fine. I hope everything is clear. I hope. The next concept is type keyword. Very important. Now, building a basic program. Whenever you are building a basic program, guys, you need to remember the basics very well. So in basics, whenever you're writing a program, so in every program, we need to specify, guys, we need to inform the system that this keyword, this name, suppose I'm writing name, guys. So I want to store a character in this. Suppose we have a city, guys. City should be of character. Count, it should be of integer. It can store integer values. Salary, guys, it should store decimal values or amount values or decimal values like this. So guys, in ABAP programming, if you want to specify that this object, you can call it as a variable, guys. Variables, anything, guys, in a programming, it's not ABAP. You can go to C language, C++, Java. Any object which holds data, it is called variable, guys. It is called variable. Remember, guys, never forget it. It's called variable. And the data in the variable keeps on varying, guys. Varying means keeps on changing. At one time you can store 100. Another time you can store 200 also. It keeps on changing, guys. So variable is an object. Variable is an object in which data keeps on varying, guys. Data keeps on changing based on the requirement. If you want to make it fixed, guys, sometimes in real time you will make it fixed. For example, vendor aging reports. Vendor aging. Some data will be fixed, guys. So we have to make a value as fixed always. So like company code. Company code, guys, I have only one company code. We'll make it fixed. Default will make it as what? Default will make it 1000. I have only one company code, only one plant. So we'll make it fixed. That is constant. Constant is different. Variable is different. Variable data keeps on changing. Constant, the value is always fixed. So in ABAP language, if you want to specify this variable can hold character, this variable can hold character, it can hold integer, it can hold decimal. So we need to specify type keyword, guys. Very, very important. Type keyword in between. Type keyword in between. Type keyword in between. So what type keyword will do? Type keyword. Let me explain you. Real life. Because ABAP is object-oriented programming, guys. ABAP is completely designed based on object-oriented programming. So we are writing like this. Ravi. Ravi. What? Ravi is what? Person. Tommy. What is Tommy? Tommy is a dog. Okay, like this. Now, in practical life, in object-oriented programming, I want to specify Ravi is an object, Tommy is an object. So what type of object it is? Is a person. Tom is a type of what? Dog. So definitely in between we need to write a grammar called is a person. Tommy is a dog. Like this we need to write like this. Something we need to write, guys, to complete this sentence. Similarly, guys, in ABAP programming, if you want to specify what type of data this variable can hold, we need to write type keyword. Compulsory, guys. So like in real life, without writing is a, Tommy is a, this will be incomplete. This is completely incomplete, guys. Ravi person, what is person? Ravi is a person. So Ravi belongs to which class? Person class. Tommy belongs to which class? Dog class. Radha belongs to which class? She's a girl. So we need to write like this is the correct way. Similarly, guys, in ABAP language, every variable, yes, somebody is asking question. Yes, guys, anything? Are you able to hear?
Yeah, now we are good, Rashid.
Okay. So that we need to specify with type keyword, guys. Okay. So let me write the definition of type keyword. So it specifies the type of data a variable can hold. Okay. Example you can take, say name, type, okay, character. So in real time also, guys, don't write like this. Okay. This is again a blunder. Don't write like this. We'll discuss later. So in real time, we used to write like this. See name, type, data element. As of now, you don't worry. We'll discuss what is data element, domain. Okay. Because too early to discuss. Okay. So we are adding data elements in company. Even this is not the correct way, but wait for some time. Okay. We'll discuss. Then v underscore count, type integer. So v underscore salary, type decimal. Decimals 2, guys, nearest 2 decimals. Okay. How many? Nearest 2 decimals. So this is a way, guys. Okay, fine. So this is the type. So type keyword, it informs the system what type of data it is holding, what type it is, integer, what type it is, decimal. Next, very important, data keyword. Listen carefully. Very, very important keyword, data, guys. Now, when I'm writing like this, listen carefully, guys. Everything is very, basics are even more important. Name, type C, v underscore count, type integer, v underscore amount, type decimals. See, just by writing like this, system will never allocate memory, guys. System will never allocate memory. If you want to allocate memory, we need to define every variable with data keyword. It's compulsory, guys. In ABAP programming, every variable should be defined by using data keyword. Now this is a complete definition, guys. Data. Every variable should be defined by data, compulsory. Now this is complete definition. Now what will happen with this syntax? Syntax means grammar, guys. This is all grammar. ABAP is a language. Java is a language. C++ language. UI5 is a language. ABAP on HANA is a language. So all these languages, we need to follow syntax, guys. Syntax. Syntax means grammar. Grammar for writing a program. Like in English, he is a girl. Is wrong, guys. Because he is a pronoun for a boy. She is a pronoun for girl. It's a wrong grammar. So it's a syntax error. We are saying it's a syntax error, guys. It's an error message. Syntax error. Similarly, guys, we need to follow some rules while writing a program. So this is called syntax, grammar. Okay. So these are syntax, guys, for defining a variable, for defining anything in ABAP, data. So with this, what will happen? System will create 3 variables in application server. So yesterday we discussed about application server, presentation server, and database server. So with that syntax, system will create 3 variables. One is name. It can hold 40 characters. Count, it's an integer, and amount, decimals. So like this, guys, and these variables will be created in application server. Okay, RAM, buffer, everything will be allocated in application. So that is done by data. Let us define it. So every variable or object, every object in ABAP must be defined using data keyword. So with data keyword, system will allocate memory to every object, to every variable. Okay. Next, chain operator. Chain operator, nothing but colon. So in ABAP, colon is known as chain operator. What is chain operator? Let us try to understand. Now my question to all of you is, any drawback, guys, in this declaration? Do you find any drawback? See, in this declaration, any drawback is there? Any limitation? Yes, do you see any limitation, any drawback?
The decimal is 2, right?
Yeah, do you think it's embarrassing, guys, writing every time data, data, data? Yes or no? 3 times I'm writing, guys, data, data, data. It's not good, guys. Okay. So I want to write only one time. That repetition, I don't want to repeat it every time, guys, because it's a one word. Data is a one word itself. So we are writing in companies like this. In real-time programming, we used to write like this: data colon name of 40, type character. Okay, v of count, type integer, comma. Comma is must. Comma is must. V underscore amount, type p decimals 2. So tell me, guys, what data is doing, what colon is doing, what that chain operator, what it is doing. Anybody can tell me? See this.
It's referring the same object. I mean, the characteristics of the variable is referred by that operator.
Correct. So it is avoiding that repetition, guys. It is avoiding the repetition. Okay. So it avoids the repetition of the declarative part. Declarative part in ABAP program. Okay, so always write in real time, always write colon, guys. Anywhere you see data, compulsory you will see. In even not only here, even write, sometimes you're writing move keyword. So instead of writing, so I want to move the data from one work area to another work area. So instead of writing multiple times, we are writing like this simply. Okay, so colon is very useful, guys. So whenever you want to write the same keyword multiple times, so we have a concept of subroutines in ABAP, subroutines. So if you want to write subroutines multiple times like this, perform, suppose I'm writing like this, perform, or form, I'm writing something. So instead of writing multiple times, you have to write colon, guys. You keep colon, you write your own forms multiple times. Okay, so instead of writing even subroutine 1, so instead of writing that perform multiple times, only write one time. So this perform will be applicable to these 3, guys. Okay, so that is the job of chain operator or colon, guys. Colon. Fine, guys. Okay, any questions up here, guys? Any questions, any doubts? And one more point I want to discuss, guys. In ABAP language, the default data type, if somebody will ask you an entry question, this is an entry question. What is the default data type in ABAP programming? What is the default data type? Nothing but character. That is the answer, guys. What do you mean by default data type? Rajshekhar, you may ask me a question. Default means, guys, no need to write. For example, I'm writing like this: data. I'm writing like this, guys. Say name. Say 10, comma, nothing. You no need to write now. No need to write the type character. Again like this. See data. I'm writing v_file. For this, we need to write string, guys, compulsory. For other data types, you need to write compulsory type. But for character, no need to write. So this declaration and this declaration both are same. This declaration and this declaration both are same. Both are correct. Both are correct. So even you can write like this, even you can write like this. Okay, both will work. Even system will not throw any error message for this. Okay, but for other data types, guys, like string, integer, character, decimals, okay, you need to write compulsory type. Okay, clear, guys? Is it fine? Any questions still? Any doubts up to here? Fine, guys. Okay, next. Now we'll see, guys, complex data types. We'll enter into complex data. Now the whole entire course will be based on complex data types only, guys. So under complex data types, we have structure, or we have work area, and we have internal table. And remember, guys, the entire ABAP is ruled by work area and internal table. So no work area, no internal table, no ABAP. So entire ABAP, I can say entire SAP is based on ABAP, guys. Entire ABAP is based on internal table and work area. Internal table and work area. So if you know these two concepts very well, you can rule ABAP. Fine. Let us see what are these two concepts. Try to understand. Very easy, very interesting. And guys, in our dictionary, there is no word called easy. There is no word called tough. Remove these two words, guys. The only two words in your life are interesting and challenging, guys. And I don't think there are words called boring. Okay, no, guys. So people used to say, I used to go, they used to say, good morning, guys. This word looks, I don't know why people are saying good morning. Morning is always good, guys. Morning is always good. So just it's a wish. Morning is always good. It's your mindset, whether you want to make it good or bad. Happy New Year, people are saying. New Year is always good here. Every day is good. It's what your mindset you are making good or bad. And remember, guys, always follow the process. Be process oriented. Never be goal oriented. Goal oriented, guys. Majorly Indians, they are goal oriented. I want to become IAS. I want to become IPS. I want to become a software engineer. But they will never follow the process. So follow the process, guys. The goal is inevitable. Result is inevitable, guys. The result you have to get. You will get it. The nature will give result. Even God cannot stop you to get the result. So coming to work area concept. So work area is a complex data type. It can hold single record. So it is a structure. It is a structure and can hold a single record during runtime. So throughout the course, guys, I'm going to use some software words because it's a language, and whenever I'm discussing teaching languages, definitely, guys, I'm going to use some technical words, and that technical words also will explain you. See, during runtime, runtime is a purely technical word. Runtime means thinking, guys. Whenever you are thinking something, thinking is called runtime. Thinking means you are thinking something. You are thinking about your parents, you are thinking about something, guys. This is called runtime. And after that, that will be gone, guys. That will be gone from your mind. So runtime is nothing but execution time. Execution time. So remember, guys, internal table, work area, or all these objects, all these variables, they will be created, guys, during runtime. Okay, during execution time only, guys. So whenever you select F8 execute option, they will be created immediately for microseconds. They will be created and they will be destroyed. So once they're destroyed, they will be deprecated, or they will be, I can say, completely vanished, guys. Okay, they will be discarded from the memory. Discarded. That's why we are calling runtime, guys. So remember, work area is a structure and it can hold a single record during runtime. Now let us see the syntax. And once again, I want to explain you. Whenever you are writing programming, you need to follow some rules, guys. Rules of the game. Rules of the game. Cricket having its own rules. Football having its own rules. Like ABAP programming. If you want to write ABAP programming, it is having its own rules. Today morning I was teaching UEFI. UEFI, guys, it's having its own rules. Very tough programming, guys. UEFI is very tough, I'm telling you. Okay, first letter small. Again, next letter capital. Today I was discussing. People are okay. So it's a case sensitive. UEFI is case sensitive, guys. You have to change the case. But ABAP case insensitive programming, guys. Case insensitive. This is one of the advantage of ABAP. There is one other point yesterday I want to discuss. ABAP is case insensitive programming language. No need to write the case. You can write the whole program in small letters. Even you can write the whole program in capital also. That's why we are calling ABAP as user-friendly language. It's very user-friendly. Fine, guys. Let us see the syntax of work area. Data. So every variable, it may be a complex data type, it may be a structure, it may be internal table. You need to define with data keyword. Okay. Begin of colon. Why colon? Now only discussed. I don't want to repeat the data every time. Begin of work area name, guys. Work area name, comma. Here we need to write the fields. Say customer of 10 type character, name. Guys, one more thing. In real time, you may see some standards. You will say, Rajshekhar, we are not writing like this. This I will tell you guys because it's a second class only. We are in second class. We are in play school, guys. So we have to go very far away to understand what is data element. We'll discuss going forward everything in real time how we are working. But as of now, because we're in basics, we're starting class only, guys. So we'll discuss this in this way. City, guys. Okay. So city say 30-20 characters, suppose. Type C. Begin of should be close with end of. So this is a syntax for creating a work area, guys. So every work area should be defined with data keyword. Why? Because system should allocate a memory, guys. So memory is allocated with data keyword. Why I'm writing colon? So to avoid the data, guys. If I'm not writing colon, you have to write like this. See how embarrassing it is. See how it looks like. See, very odd, guys. It looks very odd if you're writing every time data. See. So remove that colon. You need to write full stop here. Again, you need to write data here. Again, you need to write data for this also. The syntax is perfect, guys. It is good, no problem. So syntactically it is correct, but it's a bad programming. Dirty programming, guys. See, dirty, how it looks like, how it is looking. See, this is a dirty program. Don't use like this. Don't write like this. Okay. So always write data colon, guys, compulsory. And this is how, guys. And let us try to understand with this syntax what will happen. Okay, let us try to understand each and everything. I will explain in depth, guys. See. So with that syntax, in application server, system will create a work area. System will create a work area like this. And work area, it can store a single record. And remember, guys, work area is a structure. And what is the name of the work area? WA, guys. In real time, we have to follow standards. Again, I will tell you. This will discuss, okay? So a work area, guys. Suppose this work area is storing KNA1 data, customer, KNA1 we need to write. It is storing some VBRK, header data. It is storing purchase order data. So in real time, guys, always start a work area with WA underscore table name. This is the syntax. These are standards that we need to follow in companies. In every company, guys, whether you are working in CAP, Germany, TCS, SAP Labs, any company, every company, guys, 95%, every company have similar rules for writing the program. 98%, guys. So start with work area underscore your table name. That is the standards that you need to follow. And these are the fields customer. And remember guys, in real time never write customer. So we need to write like this, Kunnar. Type Kunnar. This is the way we need to write. So indirectly I will say like this, data begin of work area underscore KN1 Kunnar type Kunnar. This is real time. Name 1 type name 1. ORT01 means city. Type ORT01. Begin of is close with end. This is real time how we are doing it. So going forward we'll discuss guys. We'll write real time programming itself. But you will be highly confused by seeing the syntax. That's why I'm not writing now guys. So that's why we are going from scratch. So name and city. And this is a syntax here. So with this syntax, system will create a work area in this manner. Fine. Any question guys? Any doubts? Yes guys. So in real time, always starts a work area with WA underscore table name. Example, WA underscore KNM, WA underscore ADRC, WA underscore EQQ, and so on. Remember guys, work area, it stores single record. Always process or store, anything you can call, always process or store a single record. Fine guys, let us see a program on this. Simple program I'll discuss in system. And today only we'll start with the system itself. So I will discuss how to log on in real time. Yes,
Actually, I said work area, right? Work area and table, right? So whatever the program you wrote, the WA, right? So for that you're giving some few codes, right? Kunnar, all those.
Correct.
Customer name, address, all this, right? So you
Correct.
made that cluster as WA, is it? You're naming that group as WA, is it?
Correct. Yeah, that entire group we are naming as a W underscore KNM. So that group of fields, that entire group of fields is named like WhatsApp group. You are writing one WhatsApp group should be this name. Like this, that group of fields we are naming with W underscore KNM, nothing else. That is called structure. Structure means collection, right?
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, that's a
So that
structure.
collection, that group of fields with one name, like 50 fields. In companies, we have very big reports. So we have 50 fields. All those 50 fields we are naming with one group. And suppose I want to name this, and so tomorrow I want to print this value, suppose. Out of this group, I want to print a value. Okay, we'll see later, write statement. See, I'm writing like this. See, in that group WA, which field you want to print? Say name I want to print. So print with this. Suppose in that group, I want to print city, guys. So this is group name. WA is called group name. In that which field you want to print? City.
Oh,
are you getting? Okay.
Yeah.
So it is indicated with some group. Okay.
Okay. And this work area, what is work area in this piece of
work area is WA.
Oh, WS work area. Okay.
Yeah, this is entire group. See, this entire group is referred by this name. Okay. This entire group. Like in table. What is table? See, KN1. So in table we have more than 200 fields. Like Kunnar, we have name one, we have O artisan, we have PSTL, we have stars. So many fields are there.
Yeah.
So these are the group of fields. So these group of fields, they are maintained under this table. Okay, table is the owner, guys. This is a table is the owner of these fields. Similarly, the owner of these fields is nothing but this work area. So tomorrow you cannot write like this is an error message. If you're writing like this, write say customer. This is error message. Okay. Because here you are telling customer is a field, but it belongs to which group? Which group you are not telling. So it's an error message. So you have to write like this. So it belongs to WA.
Okay.
Which group? That group is called structure. Okay. That group is called work area. Any name you can. You can call it as a structure, you can call it as a field group, you can call it as an internal table, you can call it as any name you can call. So work area is a collection. Okay? It represents a group of fields.
Okay. Under the work area, we have this 3 fields: customer, name, and city.
Correct. Correct. And like this, you can create multiple work areas. Suppose I want to display group of another field, another WhatsApp group like this. Say begin of work area 1. So in this, I'm maintaining order fields. Okay, order number, PO number.
Okay.
Like this. Okay. So this is a separate group with order fields. So different fields, order date.
Okay.
Order date like this. Okay, order value, PO quantity.
Okay.
So this is a separate group. Okay.
So you're saying for each field, you are saying either it is a character or it is a decimal.
Correct. Correct. Different group, different. So this is a separate group. Again, separate. Say invoice group.
Okay.
So don't maintain all the group in one, all the fields in one group. Invoice separate, item separate. So this is an invoice item number.
Okay.
Separate group. Separate group like this. Okay. Item value or item quantity log like this. Okay. Like this. Separate groups. So this group of fields.
Yeah, and the first one you write the text like customer, name, city. The second one you give the table name. So we can maintain any of this, or we should maintain field name.
Yeah, you can maintain. So this is the normal because it's a beginning classes. I'm telling you, in real time you write it. You write your table name also compulsory.
Oh,
like because in real time programming is very big. You have to write very big programs. So in very big programs, for a programmer, the main important thing is readability, guys. Readability is very important. Readability, because in support projects, in implementation projects, suppose you want to solve an error, guys, issue, guys. So we have 10,000 lines of code. In this 10,000 lines of code, which work area belongs to which table? So simply you can search also very easily, guys. So by a table name, with this you cannot understand whether it is EKKO related, whether it is KNM related. We cannot understand like this. So that's why it is standard. Your team leader will say, no, guys, you write your name compulsory, EKPO. So with this, readability will increase. Okay, now.
Okay.
Tomorrow, suppose you resign from the company. Tomorrow, other ABAPer have to give the support. Yes or no? Other ABAPer have to give the support. How you will understand? It will take a lot of time, guys, for that person. Okay, so we need to maintain some standards. Okay, so you should not curse you guys. What type of programming they written? Hey, what type of horrible company that is here? Horrible project. They will score for lifelong, guys. The client also. Okay, I hope you understand in projects how it is going on. So follow the standards.
Okay.
It's a bad name to the company, guys. Okay, if you're not following the standards, right? Fine, guys. So in real time, guys, so we have VPN. So I will show everything with my client itself, guys. Okay. Generally, trainers will not show you the client. I will show you the system directly with a real live system. I will show you, guys. Okay. So first we need to connect with a VPN, guys. So already I connected with a VPN because this is my company laptop. Okay. This already, you're all real time, guys. So we need to connect with a VPN. But I will provide a different server, guys. Okay. You don't need to connect with VPN. So this VPN you cannot connect. So we have to go for remote logon, guys. Okay, remote logon. I will tell you, guys, in later classes. I will tell you. But as of now, I want to discuss a program on work area. So let us see. So we have SAP logon pad. See, logon pad you will find. So we need to double click on this logon pad. So you don't need to go for VPN, guys. Okay, no, never. You work with IDS server. We have IDS, guys. Okay, demo versions for practice purpose. But I will show you real time, guys, everything in real time, how programming we are creating, how we are testing, everything I will show you the live system. And this is one of my client, one of project we are working. We have so many clients, very, very big client, guys. Our client is operating in every countries, guys, in India also. So I will work with development. So in real time, we have 3 systems: development, quality, production. So we have HBT, one system is there. This is one system. BRD, guys, it's a development system. BRD is a quality, so development. BRDC. See BRD, guys. Okay? BRD is a development system. And if you want to maintain quality, if you want to test it, we have a quality system. and live guys, production is a live system. Okay, at a times I will show you this production system also, how we are working in companies. I'll show you guys live, everything will be live, no training guys, everything is a live guys. Okay, so development, so double click on development system, BRD guys. So how you need to work with a server, I will show you guys. Okay, tomorrow I will show you. See guys, and here we need to type client in companies. If you are working with demo server guys, client number is always 800. So it's like Amirpet client, okay, Hyderabad client we are saying simply, it's an IDS client, 800 client guys. So in interviews, we should never say 800. It is always other than 800 guys. Okay. So in our system, it is 300. So my user ID, this is my user ID and password guys. So we need to type password, enter option. Okay. And this is your SAP login screen, SAP GUI front end starting screen. It is called screen 0. Okay. SAP Easy Access. It is called screen 0th screen. And all the consultants, whether you are a functional, technical basis or end user also, everybody have to work from this system only, this screen only guys. Okay, that is called SAP Easy Access. Functional consultants, they will go from SPRO like this. Basis consultants, they will work from SU01, PFCG, blah blah guys. Okay. And for us, for a programmer guys, the heart is SE38. SC38 guys, this is the heart of ABAP, SC38. So mostly guys, all the programming we need to write from SC38 only, and this is called command field guys, command prompt or command field. Here you can type the transaction codes or commands. Even you can maintain this in your favorites also guys. Here favorites are there, you can maintain. So select favorites option on the top, select insert transaction, select favorites, select insert transaction, and directly you can type SE38 also, enter option. See guys, ABAP editor. Even you can double click on this. See, you can double click, directly you will go to programming guys. Okay, here you can write your own programming called ABAP editor. Okay, once again, even you can type here SE38 also, enter option. Now in real time guys, as I told you, SAP is providing many objects, many predefined programs, many predefined tables. So in SAP, all predefined programs, all predefined tables starts from A to X guys. And if you want to develop your own object, your own program, start with Y or Z. So they are called Z programs, Z objects, Z tables, Z program. Like this we are calling Z guys. Z means user defined. User defined. So always starts with Y or Z. Okay. So start my first program or my work area, any name your wish. And later we'll see guys how to write programs. Usually guys in real time we are starting with module name like this, Z, SD, ZMM, like this guys. We need to write with module name. Like I'll show you some programs also, because it's a real time system. See guys, like this we are writing. See ZZRFN policies and notifications. So blah blah guys. See ZFI. So these are all FI objects. I will tell you guys how to search everything. I will tell you, no need to worry. So these are all the FI objects of my client guys. See ZFI AP open item clearing something, blah blah. We have so many objects with FI, not only 200, many objects are there, because it's a very big client. So 359 objects are there which are starting with FI. They're all starting with finance. Okay, like this ZMM, starting with ZMM. So all MM objects. Okay, see these are all MM objects, MM module. Like PP module, ZPP, like this 578 objects are there guys. See, so they are all starting with MM. So I'm writing a simple name Z my work area, and in company never write like this. Later I will tell you guys tips. What are the different tips in real time? We'll see later. Okay, select create option, because this program is not created. So select create button, provide the title, say simply work area. But in real time, provide proper titles. Okay, never write like this. Provide proper titles. Okay, type executable program. And see guys, everything is stamping guys. See your username when you created, stamping will be done guys. So be careful. See, type executable. Select save option, simply enter option. Simply enter option. And in companies guys, now only I told you, we need to transport the objects. So whatever program you created in development, we need to transport it to quality guys, quality system. So this is called system landscape. So you need to develop the objects in development. So once development is done, unit testing is done. So it is transported to quality system, sandbox, quality, whatever you can call QA guys. So once it is done, here UAT is done, unit test, end user testing, UAT, user acceptance testing. Once it is fine, finally the object is transported to production system, PRD guys, okay, production system. And production is a live system guys, okay. So if you want to transport, we need to save the objects in a package, okay. So as of now I will not discuss with package, we'll see a separate class will take, okay. Leave it, select local object, okay. Local object you cannot transport, the objects. So you will find ABAP editor guys. This is our life, okay. This is my life guys, okay. This is my life. Since 20 years I'm working with ABAP editor. So here you write your own program, simple program guys. I will write very simple program. See, first you create a work area, begin of WA, say customer, 10, type C, name of 20, type C, and write neatly guys. This tomorrow I will tell you guys all the tips of writing the real-time program. Tomorrow class will discuss everything, how to debug everything. We'll see tomorrow. See guys. So with this system will create a work area guys, okay. System will create a work area. Now I want to process some data, single record I want to process, okay. I want to process some data guys, okay. I want to store some data, I want to process. So store some data, work area of customer is equal to 1000. So this is manually I'm doing guys, manually I'm storing the data, but in company never store the data manually like this. See, work area is a group, it's a group guys, it's a group. In this group, which field you want to store data, customer is equal to what data you want to store, 1000. Because it's a character guys, write single quotes, and even no need to write this character guys, simply you write like this. See guys, so type is character. Now my question to all of you, suppose I'm not writing anything, tell me guys how many characters it will store. Customer will store how many characters? What is the size now? Anybody?
I think it is one character.
One character, very good. One character guys. So I want to maintain 10 characters. Customer number is always 10 characters, okay, maximum. Again guys, in that group, second field is name, write some name, single quotes, then city guys, some city, okay, blah blah blah. And remember guys, in this you can store only 20 characters, only 20. It should not increase beyond that. If it is increasing beyond, it will truncate it guys, okay. It will remove the characters and it will break it guys, okay. The text will be broken down. Next, now I want to print it. So with this what will happen, let me show you. So in your application server, system will create a work area, and you also practice in this manner guys. This is a way guys to practice, I'm telling you. This is a way to study. This is called process. If you follow the process guys, the result is inevitable. Always follow the process. No need to go to temple guys, no need to go to anywhere. God is with you. Just to follow the process. I'm not telling this, Krishna told in Mahabharata. We follow the process, result you will get automatically guys. Okay, so this work area name is WA, and I'm storing here 1000. Here I'm storing name, some city, like this, okay. Now we want to print this data guys in presentation server. So this data I want to print in my output. This you want to print in your presentation server. Let us see how to print. So in ABAP guys, we have write statements. Like in C language, we have printf. In C++, we have cout. Java, we have system.io.println. Leave it, all those things. Okay. So in ABAP, we have a write statement, write colon. Colon, guys, because I don't want to repeat once again. Simply write work area of customer, comma, work area of name, work area of city. Simple, guys, full stop. And remember, guys, in ABAP programming, every statement. So we started here and we have to close compulsory. Here we started, here we closed here. Here we started, we closed here. We started, close here. And here we started with data, here we have to close. Every statement we need to close with full stop. And if at all there is a continuation, we need to continue with comma, guys. Okay, still there is a continuation. Here there is a continuation. So that's why I need to follow with comma, full stop. Here we closed, here we closed, here we closed. And write statement we closed here, guys. Fine, guys. Okay. And time to time you select pretty printer. That I will tell you tomorrow, guys. Okay, what is pretty printer, what all is, don't worry. And every program we need to execute, guys. First we need to activate. So tomorrow we'll discuss what is activate. It's very, very important option. So you need to, every program should be activated. After activation, select F8. F8 shortcut key. F8. F8. See, 1000 name city. And you can do different formatting also, guys. You can maintain colors. Okay, you can maintain ALV reporting. ALV is containers. Oh, it's an ocean, guys. Okay, so that going forward we'll discuss. So this is a small program. You can type in your system and you can execute, guys. And guys, because we started programming today, and you have to start practicing from today onwards, I'm telling you. So whenever you get time, you can practice this program. Fine, guys. Any questions about today?